Welcome back, guys. This is going to be something of a bonus video here because, yeah, well, first of all, this is the next installment in our butt kicking 5.56 bullet testing. And this is going to be a second video for the 22 caliber Hornady 70 grain GMX. So the 70 grain GMX. Let's have a quick up close look at that guy. It's an all copper offering from Hornady. Should be a butt kicker. Now, this is the second video for this bullet. The first video we shot Varget, and I'm actually still in the process of making that video, but as I was pulling out my manuals to get our load data, I really wanted to shoot CFE 223. Because if we look at this guy, like here's the page for the load data for this bullet. You see CFE 223 is the one that goes way over here, all the way up to Hornady shows 3,050 feet per second. So where Varget topped out down here, CFE 223 goes way up here. So this should get a significant boost in velocity over what we saw with Varget. So that's pretty much it. This is going to be very similar to the last, except we're just going to use CFE 223 instead of Varget. They go from 23.6 grains up to 27.1. So that's going to be our max charge in this here video, 27.1. And we're going to load down in 0.3 of a grain increments down and do a total of 5 charges. So 25.9 up to 27.1. And we'll do 5 rounds at each charge weight. Probably not a lot to talk about here. Like the dies are already set up from the you know the Varget video, so not really much going on there. We are using the same brass that we shot in that video, which is PMC 223 brass. These are just range pickups, and we're shooting CCI number 41 primers. So everything's the same as the Varget video, except for the fact that we're shooting CFE 223. So I am basically ready to start weighing out charges, and we should be on the range here in no time. All right, so we got our 25 charges thrown here, and let's see. So this, in the Varget loading, this die is still set for Varget, and that was a pretty heavily compressed loading. So I'm a little bit worried that this might be too far down. So let's back it out just a touch and just start from scratch here. We're going to shoot the same overall length as the last video, 2.250 or thereabouts. 2.264, okay. Go back down. That should do it right there. .249, perfect. And same crimp as the last, as the Varget loads as well. The case fill's not bad. I was thinking that, you know, it might not be, but like these the highest charge, what was it, 27.1 grains. It's up to the shoulder, so this should be at or near 100% case capacity. I'll tell you what, I'll jump ahead and I'll seat one of these from the 27.1 grain row, and we'll see if The overall length is going to stick the same. Yep, it grew a little bit. 2.256. I'll do another one here. Yep, 2.256. So as I get up to those higher rows, we'll need to chase this down a little bit. So that's good. We're at 100% case capacity and starting to compress a little bit. So hopefully these should be some good shooting rounds. Yep, good to go. All right, I'm going to get these guys all seated, and then we will be ready to hit the range here very soon. All right, there we go. All done, ready to rock. Let's get out there. All right, time to see how these CFE 223 loads are going to go. If you've already seen the Varget video, you know that it shot like crap, like really bad. So I'm hoping these are going to be a whole lot better. We are at 100 yards. Starting with the top left dot is going to be 25.9 grains, and then we'll just work our way down. Brass is looking good, velocity's looking good. All right, that's not exactly awesome. Okay, on to 26.2 grains. I'm going to bring it down. Yeah, I brought it down a minute. We'll go to a minute and a half. Man, that really dropped low. What is the deal with these bullets? Apparently my gun just hates them. Crap, I had such high hopes, man. This sucks. All right, that was the best group of the bunch so far, which isn't saying much. Probably an inch and a half, then inch and 3/4. Yeah, like an inch and 3/4, 2 inches. I'll tell you what I want to do. These last two groups, I'm going to make them 4-shot groups. And I want to save one bullet to shoot into milk jugs. My original plan was to, once we finish the groups, go back in and load up some more for the milk jug shooting, but I'm not super happy with these bullets, so we'll just make these last two 4-shot groups, and that'll give us 2 to shoot into milk jugs. The good news is that I've got another box of these. I've got 50 more bullets, and we can revisit this bullet, because clearly Varget and here CFE 223 is not awesome. So we can try a couple different powders. We can try, you know, I don't know, different brass. We can go back to the primers that we were shooting on the other videos where, you know, bullets were shooting better. Maybe try shooting without the suppressor. I don't know. All the variables you can think of. You know, we've got a couple more cracks at it with this bullet to where we can try them out. But so far, these first 2 powders have not been impressive. The brass still looks good. No crazy pressure signs. So next up, or last up, 27.1 grains. All right, we ended with a thud. Of course my memory card runs out right in the middle of the last freaking group. Of course it does. I don't know why, but this one's really hacking me off. I expected these stupid bullets to shoot well, and it's really like hacking me off that they shot like garbage. Normally I don't really care. Plenty of other bullets out there to shoot, but I don't know. I thought these would be winners. All right, I got some frickin' milk jugs, so let's see if we can capture a bullet. Man, that seriously threw water all over the freaking place. And I don't think, let me zoom out, y'all. That's the wrong way. There you go. All right, so it obliterated 3, including the lens. Okay, no recovery on the bullet. So let's try another one. You guys keep an eye on, just watch where the bullet goes. I think these guys are ending up in a lot of different pieces. Nope, nothing in there. Yeah, this one's got a little gold nugget. Just a tiny little, yep, where's the tiny little nugget of copper. Oh well, maybe we'll try again on the future videos we do with this bullet, but it's just kind of a perfect way to cap off a totally disappointing experience with these bullets. Let's get inside. Okay, so there's obviously going to be another video because CFE 223 was garbage. And in those later videos, we'll give it another shot trying to get one of these guys to expand and capture, you know, from the water jug shooting. But just couldn't find any except for that one little tiny piece that we found. All right, let's talk about the groups really quick. They're awful. 3 of the 5 were over 3 inches, and these other 2 were right about 2 inches. Nothing to be learned from the group size other than that it was horrible. The velocity was excellent. We had nice incremental increases from 2792, and then our highest one was 2903. All of the standard deviations were excellent. Really, really good. And yeah, our worst one was 11.5, and then the best was 4.3. So I feel like we're getting good velocity, nice consistent velocities. Okay, I have waited a couple days. So the other video has been up a day or two, and I wanted to wait, see what you guys had to say, and give myself a little bit of time to think. And you guys are bringing up the same things I'm questioning. And first of all, I'll say I don't believe it anymore. I don't believe that these bullets can be this bad. I think something else is going on. I have ordered another box of bullets. So we've burned through 50 so far. And I believe they are wasted. So I've ordered another box of bullets. We've got this box and then another one on the way. So we've got some more bullets to play with. My best guess at this point is brass. A couple of you guys have mentioned how much PMC brass sucks, and I'm starting to wonder. Whenever I was prepping this stuff, I did notice some flash holes that were not centered. That might be a contributing factor. So, the next video I put up is going to be a Does PMC Brass Suck test video. I'm going to fall back. We'll leave the expensive bullets. These are about 50 cents a piece. I don't know if I ever mentioned price to you guys. So these are pricey. What I'll do is I'll switch over to the slightly less pricey, but still kind of pricey, Sierra Match Kings, the 69 grain Match Kings. I know that my gun loves these. That gun has shot these very well. And I've got a pretty good load worked up. About 23 grains of AR comp with these guys has shot really well for me in the past. So that's what we're going to do here next with 5.56 is do some PMC tests. We'll load up some of these with PMCs. We'll load up some of them with some Lake City like I've been using. Maybe we'll pull out some other brass and just do a little bit of a brass test, because that's my current best guess of what's going on. Because these bullets deserve better. I don't think we are. I don't think we're doing them justice. The other thing, so I want to continue to shoot CFE 223. I love those velocities. I love those standard deviation numbers. So I want to keep shooting this, and I'll probably try to find maybe another powder to play with. I don't necessarily want to go down to go back to Varget. We didn't even hit 2,700 feet per second with Varget, and for butt kicking, I want some velocity, right? So if we've got other powders that can get us there, that's what we should do. Varget works fine in 223. A lot of great uses for it, but not necessarily this application. I think that's about it, right? Our group sucked. Wondering about the brass. I'm also going to... we'll shoot without the suppressor. I don't think that's what's going on, but we'll shoot without the suppressor. Speaking of that, I'm going to be doing here in the next couple weeks a two videos, because the most common comments on my channel are your suppressor's screwing up your groups and your magnetospeed chronograph is screwing up your groups. Those two things constantly, and I don't have enough evidence to refute that at this point. So I want to do a deep dive into both of those and try to answer it once and for all, or at least get a nice video where when people say that, I can just say, hey, go watch this video. Because I don't think either one matters for the type of shooting we're doing, 100 yards, just basic stuff. I don't think it matters, but I need proof to be able to say that definitively. So that video is going to be coming. So brass tests first, see what that reveals to us, and then we'll be back on the Hornady GMX here really soon. So, all right, guys, I'll see you next time.